Mr. Nayak, I would request you to confine to the timings, please.
Sure,
Keep
sir.
that in mind.
Sure, sir. I'll do that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Can you see the screen and the PPT as well? Once you confirm, I will start off.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Full screen.
Yeah. Fine. So, good morning, everybody. So, I'm Manas Naik, representing Capital Region Urban Transport Odisha Bhubaneswar. As the communication cell head, I'm presenting here in this Scotch Award. And we call this project as No Bus. So, when the city's public transport system is not robust, people of the city actually go through lots of issues and problems. And that's the reason from a no bus scenario to more bus today. That's what the case I'm going to present. So let's have a look at some of the facts and figures at a glance. 200 buses are operating across Bhubaneswar, Khurda and Cuttack. 22 bus routes are there. Two more added for Konark and Puri recently. And now we are going to also add a few more inside the Puri jurisdiction. 40,000 daily scheduled bus operating kilometers, 1,800 daily scheduled bus truck, and 764 bus stops. 230 kilometers is the public transport network. Fine. Now, if you look at the commuter-related data, it's 2.9 million passenger journeys, and I must tell you that 43% of Mobus users are actually retained from BPTS. Now, previously we used to have Bhubaneswar public transport system. 57% of the passengers have shifted from two-wheeler, four-wheeler, and autos to Mobus. At this moment, 12% of total people use public transport in Bhubaneswar. We are aiming for 20% by the end of 2025. 7.8 kilometers is the average. So this is as per the survey which was done by XUB and GIZ in 2019. So the evolution, how it all happened from BPTS, which was not doing well. So the evolution strategy, first switching to GCC contract. So first we went to a gross cost operation model. So GCC contract we operated for. Then organizational strengthening. So there was no concrete organizational structure. So a SPV was meant. SPV was built, special purpose vehicle of government. And then there were different departments as per the allocation was done. So organizational development was done. Infrastructure development, we are currently building 2 of our modern technologically equipped bus depots. The work is going on. Currently, we are also operating from the permanent bus depots, in fact. And the technology development, we also have a fully equipped mobile app. And recently, just 2 days before, we have launched our Mobus mobility card. And we also have facilities like QR code. Route planning and capacity optimization, we give more emphasis over here. So route optimization is done and daily survey is done. Each and every employee is advisable to be there on field at least 2 days a week. It is a mandatory thing for all the employees, 2 days on ground. Monitoring service quality of bus operations, that and people, so there is a peer group rating. So a marketing person can also go and take feedback about bus operation and come back and share the same. And the same goes with all other departments as well. Capacity development, we spend a lot. So we have a tie-up with Tata Strive and the Odisha Skill Development Authority, Mr. Subrot Bagchi's dream project. So they are training us in terms of skill development. Then communication and outreach. We are probably one of the only few organizations who have an exclusive communication cell and outreach wing. And we also look after the CRM and grievance ourselves. Okay. Then moving ahead. So let us spend some time with GCC. So in the GCC model, there are 2 partners. One is an operator and the second one is a revenue collection agency, the RCA. So RCA is paid on a daily wage rate for all guides present. Fare collection and depositing of cash to route they are responsible for, whereas operators are paid on per kilometer for operated kilometers. Procurement of buses, operating buses, and maintenance of the buses. These are the 3 things that they take care of. Now, passenger friendly infrastructure. So these are the BQS. If you look at the BQS, you can get an idea about what kind of well-designed, semi-enclosed, spacious waiting area it is, and it is slightly elevated for easy boarding and alighting. 200 BQSs have been developed till date, and you will see that all the BQSs are actually, so you have a bus stop name, which is mentioned there. For example, over here, Ravindra Mandap. Route numbers are passing through area. So what all route buses will be passing through that area, that is very, very friendly. And yes, you can see this route map in Odia and English. The local language in Odia and English both are mentioned, so that the user can actually figure out and actually go through it and understand which route will be connect to him. And then the frequency is also mentioned. So route number, route detail, frequency. We studied lots of other models globally, and then we finally designed this. All the buses are very safe and reliable. So if you talk about the onboard announcement, so the captain and guide can make onboard announcement. During the COVID time, there was an official announcement which they used to do. The videos are already shared, the images are already shared. Onboard surveillance is there, so CCTV cameras are there. There is an automatic door system. Onboard Wi-Fi is there. Wi-Fi is free. Free Wi-Fi is provided, and passwords are shared. So free Wi-Fi is also available in this bus. And the captain can actually have a look at the rear, and the PIS display is also provided. Fine. And then live tracking of buses and e-payment facility is also there. So through mobile app, you can actually identify in how many minutes the bus will be coming to your next destination. And we have an accuracy of almost 1 minute to 30 seconds time lag which happens. Strengthening in-house capacities. We provide lots of emphasis on training. And I must tell you that 40% of the guides are actually women employees. 40%. And this is a vision of the Honorable Chief Minister, and we continue with that. And we feel that if you have more competent women employee, then the women commuters also feel better. And that's the reason probably it is giving us good results. More number of female commuters, they want to travel with us. Training and skill development happens in 4 ways. So training and workshop, technical support, study tours, mentoring program happens, and training manual is being decided. There are guides, captains, revenue assurance team, technical inspectors, operations, they are also trained. Then ETM machine training is done, mandatory orientation of all the new employees. So probably lots of time people give us compliment that you guys actually do not work as a government organization, rather you work as a private organization. We always take this as a compliment. Training and skill development of staff, which happens through exposure visits. So the staff, the best performing employees have traveled across Mumbai, Bangalore, Mysore, and the key members, the decision makers, they also had been to Munich, Germany, to understand the global processes and understand what are the global parameters. Leadership development happens continuously, and regular mentoring is done, regular feedback is being provided. CRUIT has published a guidebook on bus operations, which was used by Urban Mobility India conference last year. It was inaugurated by the Public Transport Minister, and it is being followed by lots of other people as a process. So training, workshop, exposure, visits, you'll be surprised that there are lots of business games which happen. Global experts are coming from abroad who are constantly engaging us in training. So training and capacity building is one thing which we give more emphasis on, because we feel that skill development is a continuous process. This is very important, connecting with the customer, communication and outreach strategy. I would like to tell you that, any sports events which happens in the sports hub of India, which is Bhubaneswar right now, you talk about hockey matches, you talk about international football matches, you talk about ISL matches, everywhere you will find the Mobi, the mascot of CRUIT. We wanted to build a community, so we created a mascot called Mobi, and that actually created a community among the employees and also among the customers for us. So these were the logo units created. Mo Cycle is also being operated by us. So the last mile connectivity also helps us there. And I am very happy to share it with you. All the creatives that you see, all the people that you see over there, they are employees. Crude employees act in all the videos, and that is saving lots of money from advertising agencies, lots of public money we are saving. And bus captains and bus guides are acted as, they are used as brand ambassadors. We train them, and all our products and ideas are promoted by them. Employees of the organization are also acting, and they are being part of all the communication process. We used two different colors. Non-AC buses are green in color, AC buses are blue in color, so that people can identify. So that's the reason we went for the color coding. Reaching out to customers and building relationship, it's very important for us. And I must tell you that the Honorable Chief Minister, when the bus was launched, he traveled. And last year also, during our first anniversary, he traveled with us. And so many times we engage with the celebrities who endorse public transport during the bus day events that we do frequently. MoBus app is robust. It helps you in journey planning. It helps you in live tracking of the buses. It provides route information. It also helps you in ticket purchase and offers special discounts so that people are going for monthly passes. And more than every day we find lots of people going for that user-friendly process. Now, social media outreach, I must tell you that what we did lots of crowdsourcing, and we did lots of content creation through our commuters. And we create lots of awareness about announcement of new routes, introduction of new pass, then Mobi talks informally. And we also realized one thing, that if you want to connect with the local people, you need to talk in Odia, the local language. So we used, and I must tell you, good advertising can help in compliance. So when we started talking about promoting ticketless traveling in an offense, we use lots of meme. So lots of meme you will see in our communication. Now, lots of time we want to connect with the younger mass, and that's the reason we use memes. We use trending topics, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and yes, we highly recommend Twitter governance. I want to give you an example over here. So that's my MD, Mr. Arun Bothra, who is very active on Twitter. And a student says, "Sir, I'm preparing for my IIT examination, and your bus leaves 10 minutes before." And immediately within an hour, there was a meeting, and my MD writes back, "The bus timing will be changed by 10 minutes. We don't want to hamper." And immediately the next day, the bus actually, was delayed by 10 minutes, and entire operation was changed, and the student community in large number got the benefit. That's the kind of power of Twitter governance that we are using, and people are huge followings. We have newspaper on wheels. We provide free newspaper. So there are newspaper media houses who have tied up with us. English newspaper and Odia newspaper is given free of cost in our buses. Okay, during COVID time, because there were restrictions, we stopped it. We are again starting. There are NGOs who wanted us to run special buses and help them out. We told them that we do not operate in their area, so we went a special bus for their maths Olympiad test, and there were 50 to 70 students of that you actually could take the test due to us. If you reply even at midnight, 12 o'clock, you will definitely get a reply from our team within 5 to 7 minutes. And that is the kind of commitment our core CRM and response team is having. And that is what is always being given example. People write about it in media, and people give examples that this is how Kroot is doing and others should follow. And we are really proud of it. During the COVID time, understood that...
Mr. Nayak, you have 2 minutes left.
Yes, sir. And sir, grievance we have already mentioned. So we did not stop at that. We have something called Mo Bus, Mo Hero. So whenever a guide or a captain is actually, if people leave their materials inside the bus, they recover it, they are being given due recognition so that they feel motivated, and they are recognized publicly so that, they become our hero, they are our hero. If you make the employees your brand ambassador, then your brand will definitely go higher levels. User feedback. This is a slide which I really love as a person who takes constantly feedback. 63% of regular women users are Mobus, highly affordable. They find it. 85% people highly satisfied. 66% of women are highly satisfied. 98% elderly people want to use convenient and Mobus. 90% of Mobus users are with low education. They love the behavior of my crew. That's what the journey from no bus to Mobus. I must tell you that during COVID time, I have already explained the COVID slides, but yes, two things: vending zones used as BQS, BQS used as vending zone. I think that's unique, and vegetable and groceries on wheels in containment zone, and special bus services for the essential service. That is also unique. Ridership, I want you to spend some time. When Funny happened, we had 30,000. After Funny, by October, we reached 1 lakh. And then we went up to 1,40,000 ridership highest and 1,20,000 ridership average. And that is the kind of growth which happened. Increase in 170% of operated kilometers, fourfold growth which happened. And we are sure that post-COVID, again, we will bounce back and we will again reach that mark. This is a comparison that itself explains everything. If you compare with all other people, the World Bank UMI report says that Bhubaneswar is having passengers per bus per day is 640 and nearest competitor is Nagpur at 589, Bhopal at 540, Jaipur is 454. I think that itself explains everything. And we believe we have got lots of awards and recognitions as well. Best city bus service project, urban mobility 2019.
You need to conclude now.
Corporate icon award and brand leadership.
Please conclude.
That's all, sir, from my side. Thank you from Crude family.
Thank you. Just tell me one thing. Your UT is in profit.
Sir, I'm very happy to share it with you that we 50% of our cost is already being recovered, and if I go by the global standards of London and other places, I believe it is around 44 or 45%. So I'm being told that our financial results are very good and we are catching up, and with the e-rickshaw starting soon and with the electric buses starting in January, we will be definitely over a period of time making profits.
Now, what percent of your commuters are using Mobus app?
Mobus app, at this moment, 37% people are using Mobus app, sir. 37%. And with the Mobus mobility card, we want to minimize the pilferage.
Okay. So this these people who are using this app, they don't need any ticketing, no? It is they get e-ticketing, e-tickets.
So they don't need, sir. It's an e-ticket, sir.
It's an e-ticket. Good.
It's an e-ticket.
Okay. Just in 2 or 3 lines, you tell me what these guides do. Because guides, no? You said MO guides. These especially women.
Right, sir.
What is the concept? What is that concept?
Sir, regarding the guides, sir, the lady guides.
Yeah.
So, sir, we wanted to employ more number of women so that the commuters feel safer. So 40% employees are women employees. These guides are first. Sir, you were saying something?
No, I'm not saying. You just tell me what these guides do.
So these guides actually, sir, it's a, first of all, they take duty. While taking the duty, they first understand that they need to take care of the commuters and they need to also ensure revenue. So there is a revenue target daily given to them. And they are being told about what was their yesterday's performance and how much we are actually aiming today. Then we also talk with the revenue assurance team, visits them regularly.
Just tell me where these ladies are posted. Are they in the bus?
They are in the bus, sir.
In every bus there is a guide.
40%, yes, sir. Lady guides. 40% lady guides, sir. Lady conductors.
Conductor or separately? There is separate conductor, or these guides are in addition to the conductor?
No, sir. These guides are part of the crew, sir. 40%
so they are conductor, like conductor only.
They are conductors, sir.
Okay, good. Now that clarifies. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now, I have one or two questions.
Sir.
How is your fare structure in comparison to other cities?
So good question, sir. Sir, in fact, for 3 so it is so we have five multiples of 5x, so multiples of 5 rupees. And
Okay.
if a private bus operator is charging 10 rupees, we are charging 7 to 8 rupees, sir. And all these rates are covered by the government, sir.
No, I am asking in comparison to other cities, when you are
In
comparing
comparison
the
to others, sir,
performance.
we are in the same level, sir. We are at the same level, sir. The same price we are following, sir.
And then the
I will say
staff
it will
in
be
the bus.
equivalent to a Bhopal, equivalent to Indore.
Okay.
In terms of the per
Now,
kilometer.
second question is with regard to the staff inside the crew of the bus. Are they
Right, sir.
employees of the operator or your CRUT employees?
Sir, all our guides and captains they are employees of the operator, sir. GCC
They are
model.
all- So you
they are
don't
not
have a
on the payroll
responsibility.
of crew.
You don't have a responsibility of theirs.
Sir, we do have responsibility. We ensure that they don't lose their job. We ensure that they perform well. We monitor their performance. However, when the salary is being given by the operators.
Okay. Now, in Delhi, we had a similar model, but of course, that was very badly used. That blue line buses that were initially started with.
Right, sir.
The buses also belong to the operator, the driver, as well as the conductor. So what happened? They overcrowded, they overspeeded, so many accidents took place. So what are the safeguards that you have built in the contract with the operators?
So two things. In the GCC model, it is very clear that we will be paying for per kilometer. That's point number
That
one.
was there in the blue line buses also.
Sir,
That
I'm
was
coming,
there
sir.
in Delhi.
So I'm just completing, sir. So second thing is that we believe that you may have lots of checks and balances, but it is finally boiling down to the people. Trust me, sir. Most of our operation team, they are on ground. They spend more time than the operator. And sometimes the operator feel that they are just sitting relaxed and they are taking their per kilometer charges. And we ensure that the employees, the RAT team, revenue assurance team, is very strict and stringent, and we do regular checks. And the bills are not cleared if we do not get a go ahead from the revenue assurance team. And there are fines for any kind of pilferage which happens through them. And then if there are processes and process audits happen every week, and every week a report is being sent and letters are being constantly given to them, notices are given to them. So we are on our toes, sir. So, and
what about the quality
a very healthy relationship, sir. Very, very healthy relationship, emotional bonding that we have. Sir, I will give an example, sir, if you can permit.
Yes.
Sir, there were lots of complaint comings in our bus that buses are not clean. And
Yes.
people were saying that there are patches. There are dirt patches. So once the operation team and the communication team actually went to the depot at night, and we went and we saw that they are spending 6 to 9 hours for cleaning the buses, but still then there is dirt. And finally we realized that it is a temporary depot and we do not have a modern equipped depot, so dirt will be there. The first thing that we did, that we wanted to give them confidence. We told them you are doing a good job. We recorded that video. We posted that video on social media. Commuters understood their challenges, and then they all were very happy. The people who were working on ground, the operator was happy that we actually understood their real issue, and they became more. That is the kind of relationship we have, sir.
Now, one more suggestion was,
Sir.
those passengers who are using their app, they of course come to know when the next bus is coming. But others who are standing at the bus queue shelters, they don't know when the next bus is coming. So if you can have a display,
I forgot to tell you, sir. So there is a display board at the BQS as well, sir.
Okay.
which gives the next
Yes,
bus
sir.
when the
Yes, sir.
when the next bus is coming. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you. Good. Good.
Thank you, sir.